Hello everyone, welcome back, and this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Taurus for the week of August 3rd. And at this time I'd like to give a very special thank you to everyone out there who has been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, as well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched, and of course the lovely comments. It is so nice to hear from everyone out there. Thank you for doing that. It's greatly appreciated. Okay. Oh, nice. 10 of Cups. Happy ventures, happiness, home, vitality. Things are really starting to open up for you. You have a dream that you wanted to bring into life, and you're taking steps now towards it, because this is divine love, harmony, blissful relationships in all areas of your life, your job, your home, your family, your friends, all of that. Then this is your inner happiness as well. You're fulfilling something that you wanted to do, some sort of dream, something that you wanted to accomplish, and you're taking steps towards doing that. So you're making a commitment to yourself to get moving again. So you are so ready for this. That's so nice to see. Oh, I love it. The Sun card. The world is opening up for you. You know, this is positive thinking, pleasures, happiness, and vitality. And it doesn't matter how old you are. This is joy, warmth, celebration, success, a rebirth. And you are feeling like everything is just falling into place for you this week, and feeling excited about everything. So you have that optimism back, that child wonder again, and it really is showing to everybody else of just how ecstatically happy you are at this moment. And the Ace of Cups. Wow, overflowing with abundance. Happiness, pleasure, passion. Wow, you are really feeling the pull to succeed, accomplish, move forward. You know, you're also taking care of yourself. You're realizing that's so very important to you. You're listening to a lot of different inputs this week from different people that you really wondered how they ticked. And now you're really starting to not only listen, but observe. So you're watching their actions as well. But right now you are overflowing with enjoyment for everything and everyone around you. You're doing it solo, you know, and that's okay. 9 of Pentacles. There's no need for you to rush into anything. You are just enjoying life, doing what it is that makes you happy. If you know, and a luxury can be going to a favorite restaurant and having that burger that you haven't had for a long time. You know, it can be something so simple. It doesn't have to be, you know, you're going to buy a mansion, but you are okay with doing this on your own, and that attracts more to you, more people, more adventures, because your finances are doing really well. You know, you're even starting to gain in some financial endeavors as well for many of you, which is really lovely to see. And you are making an offer. Now. You know, this can be the beginning of a new relationship. You're stepping out of your own comfort zone for this. You know, this is the beginning of something brand new. This could be you taking a trip. You know, it's usually on water, this. So maybe you're taking a cruise somewhere and you meet somebody and you just, you know, the sparks start to fly and you just feel driven to offer this cup of happiness, love to somebody else. So you're really finding your own comforts within your choices. You're not second guessing yourself here at all. This is you really going for the gusto, understanding that, you know, you're going to see what happens. You're not going to wonder for the future. You're going to know that sort of thing. And the wheel, yes. Definitely understanding that things have changed. You've changed in many ways. This is good luck, karma, life cycle. This is your turning point. You're taking the chance. You're trying it again. You're moving forward. This is fate just coming in for you. Things are really, really taking off, and you are ecstatic. And I don't blame you. I'm ecstatic for you reading this, because these are such positive outlooks on life, love, happiness, family, friends, supportive, all kinds coming in for you. Ooh, Two of Swords, needing to make a decision. And you are okay with the decisions that you have to make, but you're not in a hurry. So you're sort of on the fence about something. You want to do something, you really do, but you're timid, which is not you very often. You don't, you usually are okay, but there's a difficult decisions that is really weighing quite heavy on you at this in particular time, and you're weighing the options. You're understanding right now you're at a deadlock. You're not quite sure. I think what you're going to do here is you're just going to wait to see what the outcome to something is and then make the decision. So right now you're just letting the cards fall where they may, sort of thing. And the Four of Cups, yes. Definitely understanding yourself much better, knowing that it's okay to do things a little bit slower, meditate, take that time for yourself, disconnect from those around you and all the inputs, and just filter things much more thoroughly before you make that decision. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Definitely good news coming in. There's opportunities, and you are ready. You really are. It's time to close that deal, get a new assignment. You're so ready to step out of that little comfort box of yours and get moving again and try new exciting steps. Your health is very important to you right at this moment, which is good. You're investing in yourself. You're taking care of yourself. And you're more playful than you have been in quite some time. All right. 10 of Pentacles. Yes, watching your legacy. You could have maybe inherited some finances for some of you, and it allows you that extra comfort in life to know that you have enough. So, you're connecting with others, you're communicating well, you're making sure that your finances are continuing to grow, you're being very supportive, and people are being supportive of you. You're really looking into making some good investments for your future. And you're not questioning yourself so much of your decisions. There's wealth, financial security, long-term success, and you are ready for this. This is like you really stepping into a new you. Yeah, there's always stress and worry, isn't there? 9 of Swords. Overthinking, overanalyzing, stressing, worrying about things that haven't even happened and probably won't. But you have some fears, and that's natural, especially when you're stepping into, perhaps for some of you, something you haven't done in a long time. Maybe taking that trip. Maybe you haven't, left your town before, that sort of thing. You've been not getting enough sleep. You're understanding the consequences of all of that. So you're trying to slow yourself down, slow your pace down a little bit. Give yourself a little more sleep, a little more relaxing, meditating, all those good things so that you can get back on track again. Page of Cups. Yep. Definitely moving into a new way of doing things. This is definitely a new relationship for some of us. There's good news coming in about a romance, which helps you to feel more optimistic, and you're willing to try. I don't think for some of you were thinking about a relationship in your life, but now you're being okay with breaking the ice and just see if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You don't have any set expectations for this. There could be a new child coming into the family as well, like a birth. And you are just so excited this week of stepping forward, doing this. 5 of Rods. Yeah. Standing up for yourself. Maybe you've been thinking there's a lot of competition going on and you're a little bit hesitant about it because, well, you know, nobody likes to get hurt. But you are realizing it's okay. You know, you're getting more clarity. You're facing the challenges. If there's been any obstacles, you're moving past them. You're not holding yourself back anymore. You really release that part of you, that stress and worry, which is really good to see. And the Empress, yes. Understanding your own inner power, your strength, where you want to go, what you're going to have, all those. You know, and you respect yourself, which is good. In all relationships, you value your own thoughts because you know better than anybody else what's being offered and what you're accepting. There's abundance here. There's nurturing. You know, you're developing a new approach to something. There's accomplishments here and growth. And you have started this. You taken action on this, which really helps you to feel stronger in your convictions. 7 of Swords, yes, moving away from deceitful people, understanding who's been doing what, where, and how. And you're done with it. You know, there could be theft, betrayal, dishonesty, and people trying to always get away with it, taking credit for things they don't do, and you are just removing yourself ever so calmly. You know, you're just tired of it. You're no longer going to accept it or put up with it, and this is how you're going to deal with it, by removing yourself from the situations. And the Death card, yes. Stepping up, allowing things to go away from your past. You know, this is an ending, so this new beginning can start. There's change, there's transformation. There's an ending to a cycle that you have been wanting for a long time, and it finally showed up, and now you are not only accepting it, but aware of which way you're going to change with this. You know, this is big changes, endings. It's time to move forward on something. This is your rebirth, and you are ready. You are actually really ready for this change in your life. In fact, you're excited about getting started. You're not second guessing this at all. And the High Priestess, yes, look at the power. You know, you're keeping to yourself a little bit more, keeping your secrets. You always have done that. If somebody came up to you and told you something and said, don't say anything to anybody, you will never, because that's who you are. You don't gossip, you know, that sort of thing. And over years, you have accumulated a lot of knowledge about a lot of things. And again, you keep that to yourself because this time you feel right place, right time, and more empowered with that. So you're understanding that, you know, you're trusting in yourself, right time, right place, and right movement. So good for you for accepting that. You are feeling much more balanced this week than you have in quite some time. You've made your choice, you're moving forward, and it's going to change a lot of things really fast. And the Ace of Pentacles, absolutely, look at that, lucky card, tangible goods, material gains, power, strength. Some of you have been taking care of your health, doing a little more exercise, just trying to feel better inside and out. You know, you're taking, some of you, it looks like you're going to come into some finances, and you are going to get some financial advice from somebody, like go to somebody who is, you know, knowledgeable, and you're going to ask them how to invest, you know, that sort of thing, so that it continues to grow. You know, this is your yes seed from the universe. You're not lacking any thing at this in particular moment. You have the power to travel, to have your dreams come true. If you've wanted to start a new job, it looks like for many of you, you're going to get that opportunity, and it's really going to help you to keep going forward, and you are ready. This is going to be a good gain for you this week. You are going to move really fast on many things. All right, and this one jumped. And your oracle card. Delays are over. Sudden or unexpected good luck. A new car or travel. Well, there you go. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.